Item number 8 is an RFP for an emulsion tank for public services, for public works. This would come out of splosh funds. That's located on page 38.
And this is just a draft. I sent it to Mark Whitley just to make sure that, we don't need some other language in here. And Preston and I met today, didn't get a chance to change it in time for the meeting, but we want to look at a 6,000 gallon tank because each load of emulsion runs between 5,000 and 6,000 gallons, and you're gonna pay for a whole load delivery. We wanna make sure we can hold the entire load. He met with Jones County this morning, and they're putting out an RFP, or they just put one out to get a 6,000 gallon tank because they decided their smaller one was not getting the job done. So that was our thought.
How big is their smaller? How big is their smaller?
How big is the one they have?
2,500.
Yeah.
Preston, will this tank fit into that existing concrete saddle that you have?
No, we would have to build another concrete pad with the electrician run to it. We had to pick a site that we could use for the truck to come in and unload, or we could get in and unload our truck too.
So will it rest on concrete piers or will it rest on steel piers?
You have 4 concrete slab, then it's got 4 steel or concrete, I guess, steel legs that hold it up.
Yeah.
But it has to be a concrete pad.
Built to their specifications.
So as far as us putting it on the leg, it'll come with the legs already attached.
It will come with the leg, but we have to have the slab for it to bolt up too.
Yeah.
This says a welding machine and weld will be furnished by the county to weld the tank stand mounting legs to the weld flanges which have been installed into the concrete stand.
Yep.
That isn't something we need to do. I think the RFP needs to be, we'll furnish a pad, they do everything else.
I think a certain contract, they may even hire a contractor where we buy from to put it in.
Yeah, however they want to do it.
Right.
They give us the specs on the pad,
Turnkey.
we can have a pad poured,
Right.
they do everything else. We don't
It
want to,
falls.
They furnish the installation.
I don't want them to say we didn't have a good weld and something rolled off.
Gotcha.
Good welders are hard to find these days.
They are.
I bet you I can touch one right now. I bet you so.
All right, we have the recommendation to move from a 5,000 to 6,000 gallon tank with the understanding that it's a turnkey, well, not turnkey, that's not what I want to say, but that they will install it on our pad.
And that changes some of the other
Yeah.
wording through here where it says seller to provide a factory trained representative to assist in installation. That whole paragraph needs to come out.
Gotcha.
And but then they're going to provide some training too with this, right?
That's what it says.
It says that. I mean,
Complete operation and maintenance training to the customer.
I understand that. That's with the tank. I'm talking about with the process.
Right.
And also too is about the electrical service.
Yeah.
They need to.
Yeah, they do.
Wait a minute now.
Soup to nuts.
Start from finish.
No, they're not doing training as far as the actual use of the emulsion. They're just doing training as far as maintenance and upkeep of the tank.
Well,
Right.
Okay.
it's just like, I think the items to be supplied by the county need to be taken out. Everything.
Right. It needs to be a turnkey package.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, you have got a motion and, no, you don't have a motion. Anybody willing to make a motion and state the stipulations in it?
I got a question before we make motions to Preston. Preston, we got folks ready to use these tanks before, use this type of tank, and we know what we're gonna do with this when we get it, right?
Yes, we do.
We
But we will have to move somebody from what they're doing now back to doing this. Because when we usually run to Bush County, the gentleman that's doing it, he runs a bush cutter. So he knows how to run the patch machine. We
Okay.
never had a tank on site that we pulled out,
Okay.
but he pulls out the one in Bush County.
But we're ready to roll. We get this thing ordered, we're ready to use it.
Yeah, with the manpower.
Yeah, and that's with the summer work plan built into the budget, right?
Yes.
All right. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion, we put it out for an RFP.
Put the RFP out for bid.
Put the RFP out for bid.
Is there a second to that?
With the amendments we discussed.
Within those, we discussed.
As a turnkey operation.
Absolutely.
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion and a second on the floor. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call the question. All in favor signify by show of your right hand. All opposed, same sign.